Hey guys, I'm Jennifer and I am the voice and the hands behind Jenofeve Designs, and I thought I would step out from under the camera today and get in front of the camera and talk to you a little bit face to face. A little weird, but here I am. I'm not real comfortable doing standing in front of the camera like this, but I'm gonna work on it because I think I need to. I have issues. I had asked you guys, I wanted to do a birthday giveaway, and my birthday is on Halloween, and that's October 31st. And I had asked, I wanted to do like a special giveaway, and I asked you guys what you might want from me as the giveaway. And most of you asked for a handmade album by me. So I thought about it for a little while, and I thought, well, okay, I can do that. I've never made a Halloween album, so I've made two for you guys. So I'm gonna do a Halloween giveaway. And I also want to point out, I'm in my studio. This is my studio. I did have to kind of shut some of the lights off because they were a little too harsh for me. But when I'm recording a video, I'm standing right here. I'm standing. I had designed this studio myself, and I do stained glass too. And I haven't done that in a little while, but I needed my table to be higher, so it comes up to more, it's past my waist, it comes up higher. So I'm always standing when I'm recording my videos because I have a chair, and it's like a bar height chair, which my station is almost bar height. It might be a little short, it's shorter than bar height because I would have my elbows up here, but I have a chair that I can sit in, but it squeaks and makes noises when I move around, so generally I'm standing when I'm doing my videos, and so I thought I would just kind of share that with you all real quick. And I'm standing right now, so, and I'm not that short. I'm really an average height woman, so I'm rambling and I'm sorry. So back to my birthday giveaway. I made two albums. One's bigger, and I used, here it is, and I used my top note printable, and I made this really cool mini album. And then the other one, I used my 6x9 envelope printable album, and it's more of a cutesy little album. So all you have to do to enter is one, be a subscriber, and two, you need to leave me a comment below. Tell me whatever you want, really, but if you want to tell me what your favorite thing is about Halloween or what your not favorite thing is about Halloween, go ahead and leave that below. The contest will be over on October 31st, so the giveaway will be closed. Most likely November 1st, I will get up and make sure everybody's a subscriber before I print off my comments, and then I'll do a drawing. I may not be able to post it the next day, but it'll be up within a couple days of that. So I used to think, growing up, I used to think that Halloween was just for me. People dressed up just for me, and they gave me candy. All I had to do was go to somebody's house and they gave me candy for my birthday. I thought that was so awesome, and I really enjoyed it as a kid, having my birthday be on Halloween. And my mom did not like that. My mom was not happy that I decided I wanted to, you know, be born on Halloween, but I think since she's gotten over that, sorry Mom. But now now it's, you know, I've been a room mom for I don't even know how many years now. A long time, 14, 16 years, I don't know. And we always have parties for Halloween and for Christmas, and I think Valentine's Day are the three that we have parties for. So even to this day, I still, you know, celebrate Halloween with everybody. So I thought I would include you guys in on that celebration. So let me know what you think of my albums. I'm gonna change the camera view, and I'm gonna do a flip through of each one of the albums for you so you can see what's in it. And be sure and give me a thumbs up if you like my albums. And don't forget to leave a comment below if you want to enter into my giveaway. And it's just kind of like a bonus giveaway. It's just kind of like a birthday bonus. And let me know what you think about my Halloween albums. And I've never made one before, and I'm pretty excited about it. I wish you guys could have seen my craft space. My tabletop here in my studio was just a Halloween hot mess. There was so much stuff, and what's weird about that is I don't have any Halloween stuff. Like I only had a little bit of like stickers and stuff that I bought a long time ago that were Halloween related, and I had a lot of kids things that were Halloween related, but they were more for like, you know, like spider rings and stuff like that. So I had to go buy stuff, and which is fine because I don't mind buying stuff. But I couldn't find a whole lot of stuff that would actually go into an album that I thought was cool, so I ended up buying like actual decorations for Halloween. So you'll see in the flip through, and it's kind of cool, and you can, you know, a lot of people don't think outside the box like that, and to be able to use things like that. But I've seen a few videos too where people have used some of the same things I have in the same ways that I have, which, you know, that means great minds think alike. So yes, I just said I had a great mind, and so do you. So let me know what you think about my albums, and don't be too harsh on me about my goofiness in the first time in front of the camera. And I guess I'll wish you guys a happy Halloween. I don't know if I'll have another video besides my giveaway winner videos before Halloween. So happy Halloween, and good luck to you all, and I will see you later. Bye. I'll start with the big one first, and then we'll do the little one. So there'll be 2 winners, and I will draw the names out, I guess November 1st. It'll be over on October 31st, the end of the day, October 31st. So then when I wake up in the morning, then I'll do everything I need to do and print it out, and then I'll make you a video. I'll either post it on the 1st of November, or I'll post it on the 2nd of November. It depends on what we got going on. So okay, let's just get to it. I did make a hard spine, and I used some eyelets, some We Are Memory Keeper eyelets, and I'll try to tell you everything that I used. Let me just walk you through it. I'll just tell you what I can remember, and we'll go from there. So I used some already pre-made flowers. Some of them I had to spray the right color that were white, but they're basically, the basic colors in here are purple, of course, and black, and green, and orange. So the reason I used the top note printable is I thought it lent itself perfectly to a Halloween theme. I thought that was a great idea. So I used a certain paper line, which of course I don't have it out. I think it's by Mambo or Mamba or something, but it's a lot of blacks and whites and browns and stuff. I did my flowers, and this little skeleton dude here, you know, you can get them in like bags of a bunch of these little skeletons, or you can get them as a garland, and right now all of the Halloween stuff is like half off, or if not more. So I took some seam binding and I wrapped him up to make him look like a little mummy, and I just glued him down onto my cover. But my cover is just some, oh, look at this. I don't know if you can tell or not, but that's a die. I die cut that out. It's a Tim Holtz thin die. I don't remember what it's called, but it comes like with 4 different little thin dies, and the Harlequin pattern was one of them, so perfect. Then I used some little sticky gemstones there, and I glued them in between each one, and I used some glossy accents and some glitter, some Martha Stewart glitter, and then this black lacy looking type stuff that looks like a cobweb. That is a table runner. It was just a Halloween table runner, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then these little hinges here, those are Tim Holtz hinges, and you know, this was an afterthought, so if I would have done it first before I put my inside liner on, I would have used the brads that come with it, but it was an afterthought, so I just glued it down and was very patient and waited, and I stuck some of those little black gemstones in there to kind of hide the fact that it was an afterthought. And this is like a little pumpkin, you can hear them over here, a little pumpkin bell. I thought that was cute. And seam binding, of course, black seam binding. And I'm going to leave all this seam binding on here so that if you wanted to cut some of it off and make pulls on for tags or whatever, you could do that. And then I made this little charm over here, just with different little things. Like there's like a, I guess it's kind of like a little bird cage charm with pearls inside of it. I thought it was cute. And there's a little bottle with a message inside. And then there is a crystal ball charm, cute. Just some charms that I thought were really pretty. These were a string of charms that I got from like Michael's or something. And then I don't remember where these came from, but I thought it looked pretty cool. And then this little black crystal looking charm. I think that's it. You can obviously move those around wherever you want to, but I just wanted to add something to the side there. And a couple more of the pumpkins. And I just used a piece of chain, or is that a Tim Holtz? That might be one of those Tim Holtz clasp chains that I took the claspy part off. So alright, so they're just tied in a bow on the side here. And it's a lot of seam binding, I know. But I wanted to leave that for, you know, if you wanted to make some stuff with it. Okay. So let's go inside. This is a really thick journal, or scrapbook, sorry. And what I did was, on the spine there, I poked 3 holes and put the We Are Memory Keepers eyelets, and I did 3 for each row. So there's 3 rows, and then 2 pages are sewn into each row, one at a time. Here's a pocket. This is part of the printable. Here's a pocket for the cover, and it has just a simple insert, but on the insert is dangling another crystal ball. So that's cute. And I used a little bit of Tim Holtz, that purple color, his, Dusty Concord. Also, that's also the paper, the purple paper that you see. It's the Dusty Concord Coordinations cardstock. And then this is just one of those like Prima. I don't know if that one is Prima, but it's like the sticky back jewels, you know, and it's a big sheet and it's kind of hard to mess with. So I stuck that on there, and it's really pretty. It's kind of like a silvery sparkle. I really like that. And then on this page over here is, it says Sit for a Spell, and it was from a stamp set that I got at Michael's, and it was 50% off, so I got it really super cheap. And then I also had another stamp set that had these webs and these little spiders, and in the little spiders' bodies, I put glossy accents on there to accent that a little bit. And then, I don't know if you see that, I also got these at Michael's. I'm trying to tilt, there you go, it's like a little spike. And those were kind of cool. Those were in the Halloween section. And then this little charm here, I just thought it was just really pretty and went with it. And then this is part of the printable too, that I made an envelope and cut an insert out of the paper. And I used that same die, that thin die, to make kind of like holes in the bottom. Even though I put a piece of paper on there so nothing would get stuck, but I just thought it was kind of cool. And I used the splat pattern for this one. I thought that would be a good idea. And there's a hand stamp that's also in I think I got that. It's Inka-Dinka-Doos or something. Inka-Dink, I don't know. I put everything away. I'm sorry. If you want to know anything specific, just leave me a comment and ask me in the comments. So that goes in there, and I just used the Tim Holtz Dusty Concord paper for that. And I added some little gemstones, some little sticky back black gemstones. Maybe I should scoot in, but I'm afraid you won't get to see the whole... No, I'll just leave it. And then I also used one of these little Tim Holtz... It's got the brass thingy. It's like a knocker is what I want to call it, but it's not a knocker. And it's got... It's like a brad, and it's got the little loop on it, so you can dangle things from it. Again, I don't know what it's called. And then before I glued this page together, I took some of that trim. I think I got this at Michael's too, and it was white, and I just turned it black, or grayish black, and it has a little bit of gold running through it, or silver. I think it's gold. But anyway, I like the way this page turned out. It's just really pretty. I popped up some of this, I stamped it twice, and then popped it up a little bit on, I don't know if that's Pop Dots or some sort of foam tape. I used foam tape. And then on the back side is another half pocket, which what I did was I took the page and I just cut it in half. I don't know if I cut it in half. I think I've cut it in half. And then I used some more of those Prima Say It in crystals. There we go. I don't know if I called it the right thing earlier. And then some flowers, and then I made another little tag out of the small page. Used some different inks to color it, and then there's the dangle, the same one that's on the spine. It's so cute. I really like these little dangly things. And then on this side, I used, the charm that I used is a mirror, and then I put a little witch's hat on there. You get it? You're looking into the mirror. Maybe just for me. That might be only true if it's just for me. And then these little things I cut off of it, actually a Christmas decoration. It was like this long stick thing that it had all these little swirly doos on it. Thought it was cute, and I used that same die back here, put some paper behind it. And this witch's hat, it was a stamp set that came with Sit with the Spell, this one right here, Sit for a Spell. It's the same stamp set. I just cut it up, stamped it onto pretty paper and cut it out and used glossy accents. And then here's the insert for that. I just used the Tim Holtz Dusty Concord paper, and I ran it through with a embossing folder. It was the Spider Web by Tim Holtz, and then added a little charm there and used some black ink. And then I left some of the pages just plain, just because I'll let you do your thing with it. And this page is cute. It's a smaller pocket page envelope, and there's the top note part, and then this was part of the same stamp set, and this was part of the stamp set. These little legs, and then I stamped these onto the pretty paper and then cut them out, and then I used some glossy accents and some glitter and made, you know, those two kind of stand out a little bit. But it looks like she's, you know, fell off the edge there. And then the insert for this is the smaller envelope. And I glued the flap down, but then when I made the tag, I stamped the image up here and then did some paper piercing and made that look really cool. So it looks like she's actually in the envelope, and you pull her hat. Isn't that cute? I think that's adorable. I mean, that's like probably one of my favorite things of this mini album. And then I left that back plain. Oh, that was a stencil I used, a Finnabar, I think, stencil. And then this page, these were just spider decorations, like table decorations that you put out for Halloween parties. So I made it to where when it glued down, it could be, something could be slid behind it. And then the tag, I used one of the spiders for the tag. So that's pretty cute. And then this one is a pocket. So I printed out another one of the page and used some of the inks and added a cute little crystal on the end. I left the back of that one plain too. And it's just a bunch of spider webs, which I thought looked really cool anyways. And then over here, the skull came from a garland of skulls, which I thought was super cool. So it's got a black side and then it's got the silver side. And since this paper line has a lot of silver in it, I used the silver side. And in order to be able to tuck something behind it, so you can see it go behind there, but I wanted to glue these flowers onto the eyes. I know you all have seen those skeleton heads that I'm talking about, where their eyes are flowers, and I think that's really cool. So I took some of the matching paper and I just glued it, traced it around and cut it out and glued it behind the eyes so that I could glue these flowers onto the eyes. I just think it's so cute. It just looks so neat. And then I added a little cluster of flowers right here. And then here's the insert for that. And it's just some of the paper, and then I matted it a little bit, and I made a little crossbone out of one of the skeletons. I just, you know, you could really just, they just snap in your hands. You can just snap some of the limbs off. That sounds terrible. But anyway, I love this page. I think it's super cute. Now on the back side of that page, I made like a little garter belt, and this was white. So I took the a lime green colored ink. I don't think it was distress ink. I think it was something else. And I dyed it to this color because it's normally white. And this flower right here was normally white too. And then these littler flowers have one of those little spiky studs on it. So I thought that was cute. So the insert is just a matted piece of cardstock that I added some of this really pretty black lace. It's actually tape. It's actually got sticky back tape on one side of it. So that, and I got that at Michael's, and it was in the Halloween section, and it too was 50% off. And then the next page, I thought this one was really cute. I cut out some of those the black harlequins, and glued some eyeballs in there to the back side of this paper. I just thought it was cute. It looks like eyeballs coming out at you. So I kind of left that a little plain. Then on the back side of that, where it's actually the pocket, let me take these out so you can see. So it's actually the pocket, and then I added some flowers, and then I added this candelabra thing And that took a bit of doing. It didn't want to stay. And it did have 5 candles, and I snapped off 2 of them so that it would lay flat and there'd only be 3. But I thought that was just super perfect. And then I added some more of those spiky, sticky back things, and some more black rhinestones in there. Oops. And then here I had made 2 inserts. This one is the library pocket. And one of the stamp sets I have with the hand, you can kind of see the fingers on there. It also has this like goo stuff. I think it's meant to be like blood or whatever, so I put it on both sides. And I thought that was cute. And then I thought goo, ooh, cute. I used the green to make it look like green goo. So I made some splats. That's part of the stamp set, by the way, the splats. And then I stamped it across both the tops and put some splats, and I did this in green, and then I took glossy accents and just went over top of it, not really very carefully either, but it looks so cool. I had a lot of fun making this, even though I've never made a Halloween album before. It was a lot of fun. So that slips in there, and then this is just a double-sided tag that I made, and it had a spider on it, so I took some glossy accents and went over top of that spider just to make it stand out just a little bit more. So those are the 2 inserts for there. It ended up being very chunky. And then over here I added some lace trim down here at the bottom, that same that same lace tape, I guess, and some more of these blingy things. I don't think this was, it could have been, I don't want to say for sure, but I think it was Say It in Crystals. I think it might have been a bigger sheet, not a little sheet. And so I made another pocket over here and used some of my inks to color the paper a little bit. And then I backed it with the Dusty Concord cardstock. And then I added this cute little purple charm that matches the ones on the outside on the dangly chain. Used some distress ink and made it look pretty. Coordinate it with it. And so that's it. And there's the back side. So that's all there is to it. It was a lot of fun to make. I mean, I really enjoyed making it. It took me a long time because I'd never made one before. So, yeah. So that's the big one. So somebody's going to win this big album. And then the other one is this cute little one right here. And I made this using the 6x9 printable, why do I always have trouble saying that word? Printable mini album templates. And I had a bunch of these, like, when I was first started out in scrapbooking, you know, the only way to do scrapbooking was to buy the supplies that they had there for you, like the stickers and stuff. So I had bought these a long time ago, and I think I had like a handful of sets of stickers. So I'm going to scoot in on this one. So I just had a handful of stickers. So I had pumpkin stickers. Aren't those adorable? One has an owl with an apple. I added the apple on its head. But, and the little mouse, I added that to the top of that pumpkin. And then I had another one that has candy, and that says, let me move this. And that says Happy Halloween on it. Cute, right? Okay, so when I first started making this album, I thought, I'm just going to make it a simple, thin. I'm not going to do a whole lot of embellishing. So when I put the cover, I lined both the front and the back cover this time. But I put a magnet in it, in the flap here. And it works. You can see it's holding it together. But I thought, oh, maybe not. Because once I got to doing some of the inside, even though there's not that many pages in it, it started to get, you know, thick. And I got a little worried, so I added these seam binding to it. So I'll get to the back in a second. So I used the cardstock that I used. I got it at Hobby Lobby, and it was already 8.5 by 11. I didn't have to trim anything down. And it's in their Halloween section, and it's kind of like fun kid paper, you know. So I thought this would be more fun for like a kid or a kid at heart, maybe. Like I am. I'm a kid at heart. I don't know how many times I've turned 29, and I'm not going to divulge that information. But I've turned 29 quite a few times. So, okay, so we opened it up, and like I said, I lined the pages, or the actual envelope itself. And inside one side is just a piece of the cardstock that I cut down. Just actually, no, this was one of the pages that I cut in half. And then I used some inks on the back side. I used black, and that's Spice Marmalade, I believe. And that just goes in there. I wanted to keep it simple because I didn't want it to get too thick. And then here's one of the pockets, and there's like a little spider sticker. And then here's an envelope that I used. It was black and white, but I used some of the inks on it. This is like the lime green color. And I stuck that one of the little pumpkins on there, kind of like a closure, so it holds the flap closed. And then inside, oh, I used the splat for this one too. And then inside is just an insert. I thought there were two. Maybe there was and I've lost it, I don't know. So just to close it up, it just goes back behind that stem there. Easy, easy peasy. And then this next page is a pocket page. And it's got two inserts. See, I just left the white as white with the splat on it. I thought that was cute. And then here's one of the inserts for the printable. And I stuck cute little, since this is like a little candy page, I stuck these cute little stickers, these little candy stickers that I had on there. Thought that was cute. And this paper cute. It's so fun. And then here's an envelope where I used a pumpkin as the closure. And inside is this cute little insert with the mummy on it. It was black and white, and I used the purple Dusty Concord Tim Holtz Distress ink. And then again, I don't remember which brand that is, but it's not Tim Holtz. So I thought that made a cute little insert, the little mummy there. So again, you just use that to close it up. And then I put a little pumpkin on this page, so this is just plain. And then here's another page, it's just plain. Both sides of those are plain. Here's another little pumpkin. I wanted you to have some place to put your pictures. You know, I couldn't cover it all up with pretty decoration. So isn't that cute? I swear these pumpkins are so funny. Look at that. They're adorable. And there's a cute little pumpkin. So, and then on the back side is another pocket page. And then there's another envelope, and I put a cute little owl there. And then inside here is two inserts that go in there. And then again, you use the ear to keep that closed, so you can add some stuff in there. And when he tucks down in, his little eyes come over top of the edge there. It looks like he's peering over. No cute. And then right there, I just used some more stickers. The skull and the bat. I thought that was cute. And then there's the other half of that page that I cut in half and inked for the insert over here. Okay, so then the back, I had already matted the back of the envelope. So I thought, well, I've seen other people do this and I think it's cute. I think it might have been Marina, one of my design team members, that I saw do it, maybe. I'm not sure. But what's cute about it is, first of all, it's cute. It's a decoration to put on the back of your envelope, but then I could use it to secure the seam binding so that I could have a tighter closure. So this is just another one of those envelopes, and I stuck a ghost sticker, and then this says I'm a goner, a little tombstone, and then a cute little pumpkin. And then inside there is just two inserts, but I tucked the flap of that one in. I just figured that it would be less, it won't get torn off as easy that way. So that's it, right? So I want to confess to you too, when I made this, I used the wrong adhesive. I know. So I was showing my husband, check it out, look at how cute this is. Things were falling apart. So I had to go back and re-glue everything. So, mental note, do not use tape runner adhesive when you're putting together things that are going to be movable. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, this ended up bending just a little bit, so the edges were coming off because I didn't use a strong enough adhesive. So I had to go back. I took I could literally peel it off because it's not as permanent as an adhesive as I would like. So I ended up having to take the whole thing back apart and glue everything back together. So if you see any minor flaws anywhere, it's because of my goof. So, but that's okay. I think it'd be fine. It's a Halloween mini album. It's adorable, and what's not to love, right? So, okay, so all you have to do to win one of my mini albums is, one of my Halloween mini albums is be a subscriber and leave me a comment below. And it's over on October 31st. So be sure to do it before then, you know, to leave me a comment before then. And I hope you liked my Halloween albums. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I totally appreciate that. And I will talk to you next time. Good luck. Bye. I'll see you later. Bye. No. Bye. No, don't do that. So I thought I would get out from behind the camera or under the camera and step out in front of the camera and introduce you to me. Introduce myself to you. I am the voice and the hands behind Genevieve Divine. I hope you guys have a happy Halloween, and I will see you later.